Hey, you cantankerous cunt buckets! How the fuck you doing? You know I missed you guys, I really did. I love you, you know? I fucking love you. I don't really love you, but I like you. Well, I don't really like you, but I hate you less than I hate most people. And that's gotta count for something, because that comes from here, in my heart. You know, I wasn't gonna make a video about YOLO, but I did.
The Amazing Atheist.
Yeah, I was at fucking Disney World a couple of weeks ago, and I saw some people wearing YOLO shirts. YOLO, YOLO, a douchebag's life for me. YOLO, of course, stands for you only live once. Bummer. You only live once. Isn't that what us atheists have been saying for a while now? You're not gonna be reincarnated as a beautiful butterfly. You're not gonna awaken from death in a paradise ruled over by the god or gods that you worshipped in life. It's not gonna happen. This frail, fragile, pathetic, and flawed mortal existence is all your bitch ass gets. What puzzles me about YOLO is that a lot of times you see people using it just before they do something incredibly stupid, like jump off a skyscraper with a rope tied to their dick. I don't stand by the sidelines in the game of life. I get out there and do shit. I do stupid shit because it's fun. YOLO. You only live one motherfucking time, you son of a bitch. Oh my god. La la la. La la la. I don't get it. Because if you only live once, shouldn't you be more cautious? Not less cautious, huh? I guess that the philosophical statement that is implied by their actions is that quality of experience is better than quantity of experience. Yo man, I only get to exist once, know what I'm saying? Therefore, I will experience the greatest range and depth of sensations possible before my existence terminates, yo! Well, good for you! But I'm gonna stay inside, where it's safe. Of course, nowhere is really safe. We're all human beings. And you know what human beings have in common? We're all alive. And you know what all living things eventually do? They die. We're all gonna die. Say it with me. We're all gonna die. I got a feeling a lot of you didn't say it with me, so I'm gonna give you one more chance. We are all... Complete it for me. That's right. We're going to die. Maybe you choke on a Lego when you're 2. Maybe you choke on a prune when you're 90. Either way, you're dead. And I'm still alive. For now. We're all gonna die. We're all gonna die. Isn't that interesting? You can walk in to any room filled with any assortment of people on the planet and scream, "We're all gonna die!" And it's always true. No matter who's in the room, no matter how much money they have, they're still gonna die. Because they're human beings. And all human beings die. You probably shouldn't go into a room and scream, "We're all gonna die," though. You might get arrested. Even though it's true. Isn't that fucked up how you can get arrested just for telling people the truth? You know, one thing that's weird about death is that you never know just how you're gonna die. Like, even if you're a kid with cancer, you think cancer's gonna kill you, but you don't really know. Maybe your mom will sneak in one night and smother you with your pillow to save you some suffering. No one really knows until it's already happening. You know, I bet you that if you were falling from a skyscraper, there would be some nagging part of you behind the panic that told you, hey, we might survive this. Maybe we'll hit an awning and we'll just wind up breaking every single bone in our body. Maybe we'll just be a shadow of our former selves and eat applesauce through a straw for the rest of our lives. Keep thinking those happy thoughts, Peter Pan. You might just learn to fly. It must be really weird to be a murderer. Because then you know how someone else is gonna die, even though they have no fucking idea.
Yeah. I've been following Shelley for 2 weeks now. Learning her routine. Learning where she goes and what she does. And this Tuesday, she's gonna die. I'm gonna cut out her eyeballs and rub them on my nipples.
Shelley doesn't know she's gonna die on Tuesday. She doesn't know that some sick fuck is gonna play with all her parts. She has no way of knowing, and that is inconvenient. I think that there should be a law where every murderer has to give you a week's notice at least, so that you can get your affairs in order. That way, if Shelley gets a phone call like, hey Shelley, you want to go to fucking Bob Evans on Wednesday? She can be like, oh, no thanks. I'm supposed to be murdered on Tuesday, and as you know, you only live once. So I'll be dead. Maybe we can go on Monday. Stop. I know what you guys are thinking. I can already feel you whining and complaining. Hey, but TJ, this law would be unfair to mass murderers like Timothy McVeigh who kill tons of people. And they don't know who's going to be in the building that day when they blow it up. So how can they possibly give advance notice? I understand that, and I've already thought about it. What guys like that can do is they can just figure out everyone who was inconvenienced by their crime after the fact, and they just write them a nice apology letter.
Dear Bobby, your mom was supposed to take you to the park this weekend, but I decided to kill her in a terrorist bombing instead. She is dead now, and will not be able to perform her motherly duties henceforth. I apologize sincerely for any inconvenience this might cause you. Your pal, mass murderer guy. P.S. YOLO.
Suicide is really the most reliable means of knowing how you're gonna die, but even then there could be a surprise. Like you could be walking to the garage with a rope to hang yourself, and then all of a sudden you slip on something like a banana peel or a cum spot left over from that orgy you had last weekend. Then again, if you're having orgies, you're probably not thinking of killing yourself. But still, things can happen. You know, life can decide to kill you faster than you can even kill yourself. That's why I think there should be a rule. I think the universe should have a rule in place that if you're planning to kill yourself, it's not allowed to kill you. But that wouldn't work, because people would exploit it. People would exploit that. They'd say, I'm gonna kill myself. In 1,000,000 years, ha 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 ha, now I'm immortal practically. People always try to take advantage of every fucking thing. That's why we can't have nice things. When it comes to YOLO, what about people who die and are then resuscitated? Did they live twice? Because YOLT isn't nearly as good an acronym. I don't think it counts though. I think it's like when you put a game on pause. And you know, that's kind of cool that some people die and then get to come back. You might be one of those lucky people that gets a practice death. I personally think that should be a standard feature for human existence. Everyone should get one practice death. Think about that. I mean, Kennedy could have hopped right off the autopsy table and say, I'm gonna find that son of a bitch who shot me. Lincoln could have pulled the bullet out of his fucking head and roundhouse kicked John Wilkes Booth. Human history would be radically different if everyone got a practice death, but as the t-shirts of douchebags the world over seem to be reminding us, you only live once.
I'm gonna cut out her eyeballs and rub them on my nipples.
That's not right. That's not right.